Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the point. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barrett. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game. Dort for 3. Rebound Toronto. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
Clock is at 3. Barrett, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
R.J. Barrett, always making his presence felt.
Here's Wallace. He picked up 10 in his last game. The third pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing leg.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. But what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
Here's Quickly, following the bucket by the Thunder. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive the defense is against him tonight. BA, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Toronto making their last shot. Back to Wiggins. Rebound Toronto.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a series of injuries for Immanuel Quickly last season, Tim, stalling his ascent.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that's all behind him now, because there is a lot I like about his game. The quickness, the deep shooting, the ability to take you off the dribble. No doubt, Immanuel Quickly, a guy we have to watch.
An emerging player.
Absolutely.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Graham.
Yeah, BA, and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Outside Ingram. Pass to Barrett. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Quickly. They grab their own miss. It's stolen by Barnes. And there's the drive. And here's Ingram outside. The Thunder pull it in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wiggins finds SGA. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Barnes passes to Ingram. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Caruso comes in for Wiggins. Joe's checked in for Wallace. And Mitchell subbed in for SGA. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
Well, after getting hammered on the boards in that one, you'd expect them to make some adjustments. Let's see what they've got.
Here's Shed. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. To the paint. Here's Walter. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams passes to Joe. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 5. And here's Caruso outside. He drops it from range.
And everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Shed. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raptors out in front, leading by a point. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Toronto?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
They've got Alex Caruso. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then it's Isaiah Joe, and it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, BA. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you guys.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Murray Boyles. No points yet. Shed. Off target from three-point range. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren. He brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
The Raptors with a lead. It's Barnes on the wing. Over Mitchell. Barnes from point-blank range.
That's exactly where Barnes wants to operate. He will attack you inside.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. go for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Williams, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. And Toronto also making a switch. Ingram's checked in for Shed. Here's Caruso, averaging around 6 a game, and the Executive of the Year award last season. One more going OKC's way, Tim.
No, it's well-deserved when you look at a championship team, and they are just getting started. You hate to use that D word, but when it's all said and done, they can run off a few of them.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Pass to Murray Boyles. To the middle. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Holmgren, the pass to Caruso. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
It's so nice to see a young star creating for another guy. Holmgren making good use of the pick and roll.
Pass to Agbaji. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Barnes against Holmgren with the fadeaway. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Bam! Chad rocking the rim.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ingram. Barnes with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
There's a minute 47 left in the second. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And the 3 off target.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Pass to Ingram. Toronto passing it around. Here's Walter. Launches a 3. Williams grabs the board. Floats one up. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Ingram, the pass to Agbaji. 1:02 left in the second period. 6 to shoot. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Chalk up 2 there.
Obviously, SGA's scoring attracts the most attention, but you can't ignore his passing ability.
And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Trailing by 2. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Caruso finds Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Ingram from the arc. This shot won't fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Thunder out in front, leading by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Mark Daigneault, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
Got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
Roster depth a key factor for them here. And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. Master Funkman asks if you could harness the power from one of your former team's nicknames, which would it be?
Well, that's easy for me. The Kings. They have a lot of power. But I'm going to probably go with the Rockets because I could fly at a very high speed.
That's easy. I'll take the Magic because my powers would be limitless.
Good choices. I'm not sure what kind of powers you'd be getting if you went with the Lakers.
Maybe take out my yacht.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with him. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center trait. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability unquestionably the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. And it's quickly in at the point guard position. Now here's Dort. He's scoreless. Wallace outside to the inside. Taking it inside. SGA.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Ingram. Drives to the hoop. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Ingram's got 8 points.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you guys.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Pushing it up now. SGA explodes to the rim.
North of the border, he's north of the rim.
Raptors trail by 7. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Dort against Ingram. Pirtle, screen on Dort. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sinks it from distance. 11 points in the game.
If Ingram gets a good look from out there, he will not hesitate.
Think about the Raptors last season trading for Brandon Ingram, signing him to a 3-year, $120 million extension, Tim.
And B.A., I think that tells you all you need to know. That's a sign they're retooling rather than rebuilding. Not long after trading away Siakam and Anunoby and letting Van Vliet walk, they are back in buyer's mode.
Trying to get back to their championship form of 2019.
Top-tier organization trying to stay competitive.
Thunder leading by 7. Here's Dort. Here's Wiggins. Misses in close. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Over Dort. Again, the miss by Ingram.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Wallace outside. Wiggins from long range. Toronto grabs the miss. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Quickly against SGA. Outside Barrett. Fires the three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Dort outside. There's a screen by Wiggins. The Thunder with another miss.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now quickly defending. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Barrett passes to Quickly. Pass to Ingram. To the middle. And stolen by Holmgren. Knocked away. It's stolen by Ingram. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
Wallace outside. Some solid defense from Barrett. Raptors trail by 5. Pirtle, the pass to Ingram. There's the triple. Here's Barnes. And that's not gonna go. And we've reached the end of the third. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Williams, Mitchell out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Holmgren in at center. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now here's Caruso. It's stolen away. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Barnes, and that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, I like how physical Barnes can be at times. They're keeping a play alive with his energy.
Pass to Mitchell from the arc. Hits the trifecta. And the Thunder lead by 6.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Caruso against Dick. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Dick. Now here's SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And the basket by Joe.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. For 3. And that one's good. Ingram for 3.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Now here's SGA. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. look for Oklahoma City. Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Joe, and it's Wallace in for Mitchell. And the Raptors making a change here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Barnes. Now quickly. Clock at 6. Outside Ingram. Puts up the tray. Holmgren there for the rebound. Here's Wiggins. Ooh, he leaves no question.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Dort with a steal. Outside SGA. Outside Dort from deep. Knocks down the trifecta. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Yes, sir! That one goes!
Another bucket that time by Ingram. He is going off, looking to attack every time he catches the ball.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good!
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Here's Ingram. Now Pirtle. Quickly outside for 3. Wiggins with a rebound. Thunder leading by 14. Here's Holmgren. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
That's in!
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Thunder.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Now here's Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it!
And played through that contact. SGA so tough in the paint.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.